7 Kidpower strategies to keep your child safe. This video presents Kidpower strategy number 4. Make sure your kids know that you care. And given how so many of our kids with disabilities are frequently isolated, they don't have a lot of friends, that their sense of self-worth may not be as much as we like for it to be. Their knowledge that parents care and how parents can communicate with them and how then that serves to keep them safe is in fact critical. So having said that, Irene, welcome back again to the video series, and please tell us more about this Kidpower strategy of making sure your kids know that you care.
A great deal of misery and suffering and even tragedy could be prevented if kids knew that their adults really wanted to know if they had a safety problem. If you were to look at our emails, you would see story after story of messages coming from young people saying things like, my mom and dad are too busy to help me, kids at school are bullying me, and no one cares, and I don't know what to do. We should not assume, even with loving parents, that loving kids without really communicating with them is just not enough. No matter how busy we are, we need to make the time and ask every adult in their life to make the time to give them a very clear message. I say at least once a year, but much more often would be better. Just like we're always needing to tell kids that we love them. What we want to say to children is that your safety and well-being are very, very important to me. If you have a safety problem, I want to know. Even if I seem too busy, even if it makes you uncomfortable, even if somebody we care about will be upset, even if you made a mistake and did something wrong, I want to know, and I will do everything in my power to help you. If we help kids by saying this to them and then add the skill of practicing with them, interrupting busy, distracted, irritable adults, and getting help, it can make a difference. One of the techniques we teach is that kids will, to have kids say, imagine that other kids lock them in the bathroom in school. And the child comes to an adult pretending to be a parent or another adult and says, I had a safety problem at school. And the parent, who is pretending to be busy looking at the computer or working or reading or cooking or whatever, says, that's nice. I'm glad you had a good day. We teach kids to put a hand on the adult's arm and say, excuse me, please look at me. I had a safety problem. And then, because when adults are caught up in something, they don't hear very well at first. Sometimes we continue the practice by having the adult pretend to be angry and say, what is it? Can I have a minute's peace? I told you not to bother me. And we teach kids to persist by saying, this is about my safety and I need your help. And then as the adult, we say, thank you for telling me. I'm sorry I got grumpy and I'm sorry that I didn't pay attention. We'll figure out what to do because you deserve to be safe. When kids practice that, it really helps. Now sometimes as kids get older, they get discouraged. They say, well, yeah, adults say they care, but I told about a safety problem and the adults didn't do anything. Or they did things that made things worse. And other kids got mad at me and wanted to get back at me. And so we tell kids how to get help in ways that protect their identity, such as making an anonymous report, or how to find an adult who can help them effectively. We also teach kids this to deal with this about cyberbullying, to save the message, show their adults, and report it to authorities so that action can be taken. When we follow through, so there's listening to kids, telling them we care, and then following through and taking some kind of action, even if we can't fix everything right away. And that can make such a difference to them. Plus, it models for them how to solve problems when they end up being the adults and somebody does something that's unsafe.
Thank you, Irene. As you're talking, I'm reminded of so many kids that we would love to be better communicators, have more self-advocacy, but we need to model for them that we're going to listen to them and that we care about them, and then giving them these strategies and then practicing. That's the part about Kidpower that to me is so powerful, is actually not simply talking about things, but kids practicing and the feeling of empowerment that comes because they have those. So I thank you for sharing this Kidpower strategy, and I would encourage our viewers to watch the remaining Kidpower safety strategy videos. Please note that the safety of our children depend on you.